Welcome to 8 months of course. 8 months of course test series, a daily marathon. A daily marathon for the next 240 days. You will be having the tests next to 240 days. Every day, daily test of 10 questions. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. For the syllabus which is there on the Sunday, major test. And on the Saturday, you will be having current affairs test. Most important current affairs test will be asked for 10 questions. And for every test, there will be a discussion class and model answers, explanation will be provided. So the class you will be having in the morning sessions. So morning session, sometimes it will be 8, it will be 8:30 or sometimes 9, last 9 it will start. So tomorrow onwards you will be having 1.5 hour class, 30 minutes will be for the discussion of today's test. Tomorrow you will be having the discussion of today's test and 1 hour on tomorrow's test. For example, tomorrow morning you will have the class of 1.5 hour. The first 30 minutes will be today's test and the next 1 hour will be tomorrow's test evening. So the test will be in the app, our own app. You can write at any time according to your feasibility, but once you start, the stop clock will start. So we will fix the time. According to the time, you have to write the 10 objective types. The 10 objective types will be very meticulously, very unparalleled type of questions we will be providing. It will be paralleled only with the UPSC without any doubt. So, yes, today we are beginning with Prelims 2021 Daily Test 1. So, as I told you earlier, we will be having daily test and daily test schedule. And today's evening test is on constitutionalism and political system. Parliamentary and presidential. So today's syllabus, according to the wide syllabus which I gave you, today's discussion is on parliamentary and presidential, unitary and federal, direct and representative, republic, democratic and monarchy, democratic and non-democratic institutions. So in this way, this is a beginning, the first daily test. Today I will be discussing about these topics and I will be doing some previous year's questions. as well as expected questions here. Evening you will be having the another exam. Text you will be having. Just previous year's questions, how the previous year's questions were been there on these topics. Exclusive on these topics. Parliamentary and presidential form. First we will go into the parliamentary and presidential form of government. Constitution of India provides for a parliamentary form of government. Because already we have experience in the British form of government, whereas the British form of government is also parliamentary form of government. Hence our forefathers and our constitutional makers don't want to change the system which we were following. So we continued the British form of administration. That is parliamentary form of democracy. Parliamentary form of system. Whereas presidential form of system is new to us. It's a very new to us. We didn't experience this. We don't have knowledge on those. Hence, we adopted the parliamentary form of government. Constitution of India provides for a parliamentary form of government both at the center and in the states. Yes, state legislature at the state, parliament in the center. Both are called as parliamentary form of democracy, parliamentary form of systems, parliamentary form of government. First thing you have to remember. Article 74 and 75 parliamentary system at center. Article 163 and 164 parliamentary system at states. Parliamentary system at center, parliamentary system at states. Remember. Articles you have to remember. Fundamental rights, directive principles of state policy and fundamental duties, you have to remember the articles. But other rest of the articles you have to remember for your mains. Your answers will become enriched when you write with article. Parliamentary form of government. According to the article 74 and 75, India is provided with the parliamentary form of government. You are substantiating with the articles of the constitution, so you will get more marks. So that means what? Yes, some important articles you have to remember, but your prelims you have to remember fundamental rights, fundamental duties and DPSC. Modern democratic governments, two types, parliamentary and presidential. Two types of governments are there. In modern world. One is parliamentary form of government, other is parliamentary form of government. Parliamentary system of government which we are following. Parliamentary system of government which we are following. The executive is responsible to the legislature for its policies and acts. What happens in parliamentary form of government means executive. Three organs you have to remember. Executive, legislature, judiciary. Executive, who are ruling the country, and the people who are getting ruled are choosing the rulers. The ruled are choosing the rulers. Those rulers are called as executive. Government, council of ministers. Council of ministers headed by Prime Minister. That is called as executive. Legislature. Member of Parliament, legislatures, who are going to make the laws, and the laws will be implemented by the executive. Executive, legislature, judiciary, and the judiciary is a check and balance whether the executive and the legislature is going according to the constitutional principles or not. Whether they are following the rule of law or not. In that way, there are three separation of powers, proper separation of powers. But again, in India, we had 100% isolated separation of powers. Means no. There is checks and balance. Judiciary will check the executive, the judiciary will check the legislature will check the executive. So again, checks and balance is also there. Whereas separation of power, which is with America, 100% separation of power. We will go. The executive is responsible to the legislature for its policies and acts. Whereas in presidential form of government, the executive is not responsible to the legislature, no. But in the parliamentary form of government, the council of ministers headed by the Prime Minister are accountable to the legislature, accountable to the parliament. But in presidential form of government, the president will not be accountable to the legislature, no. So from this what we can understand, more than the Prime Minister, the President is more powerful. The Prime Minister is having more accountability check when compared to the Parliament, compared to the President. The executive is not responsible to the legislature for its policies and acts and is constitutionally independent of the legislature in respect of its term of office. President is constitutionally independent. President is constitutionally independent, but Prime Minister is not constitutionally independent. He has checks and balances. The executive is not responsible to the legislature for its policies, where presidential. So he is not accountable to the legislature. And constitutionally independent of the legislature. Constitutionally he is independent. But in Prime Minister, in our system, in parliamentary system, our Prime Minister is constitutionally accountable. Means again not Prime Minister, Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. That words are important. Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister are accountable to the legislature, which is not the case with the presidential form of government. Minute differences we have to understand. Last time, what is the question? 2020 question paper. Constitutional government. Whether it is a presidential government, whether it is a parliamentarian government, whether it is a limited government. Limited government. Why? Because the government is fixed by the rules and regulations of the constitution. As per the constitution only, the government should run. Presidential system. The head of the government will be the executive. That is distinct from the legislature. Here the head of the government and the head of the state are one and the same. A key feature is that executive is not responsible to the legislature. In presidential form of government, head of the government will be the president, head of the state will be the president. But in India, in parliamentary form of system, head of the government will be the Prime Minister, but head of the state will be The President of India. So, but in President, the head of the state and the head of the government both one and the same. Head of the government and head of the state both are one and the same. Features. Features of parliamentary form of, features of presidential form of, we need to understand the features. The executive president can veto acts by the legislature. Yes, the laws made by the legislature can be vetoed by the president in presidential form of government. Means what? He can stop, he can give his approval, or he can put in suspension mode. But in India, the Prime Minister have any role? No. We have to compare with the Prime Minister, parliamentarian. Means no, he doesn't have any role with respect to vetoing the laws made by the legislature. The President has a fixed tenure and cannot be removed by vote of no confidence in the legislature. Here, the President has a fixed tenure. For example, the American President. For 4 years, if he will be for 4 years, except impeachment procedure. But this is very tough. But fixed tenure is there. But in India, very frequently we can go for no confidence motion. Very frequently we can go for no confidence motion. That means the parliament, that means the Prime Minister is at the mercy of the legislatures. Means 100% accountable. The Prime Minister is accountable to the legislature, whereas the President is not accountable. He had a fixed tenure. Only for the grave offences he will be impeached. When he degrade the decorum of the presidential post, then only he will be impeached. Generally, the President has a power to pardon or commute judicial sentences awarded to criminals. The President is elected directly by the people or by an electoral college. America, just remember America. Electoral college will be there. That electoral college will be electing the President. Or in some countries like Switzerland or in some other countries where the people will be directly electing the President. So the President will be directly elected by the people, or there will be a fixed electoral college, and this electoral college will be appointing the or electing the President. But in India, we will not elect our Prime Minister. The majority party which got majority number of seats in the parliament, majority party which got majority number of seats in the parliament will be electing the Prime Minister. Presidential government of America. Presidential government of America. American President, head of state and head of the government. Elected by an electoral college, fixed tenure of 4 years. President governs with kitchen cabinet. There will be a kitchen cabinet like Secretary of State, who will be non-politicians. The President will be appointing and he will be running the administration of the country, kitchen cabinet. An advisory body of non-elected departmental secretaries, Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, America, appointed by the President, not the politicians. But in India, most of the ministers will be politicians. But in President, the ministers will not be politicians, they will be appointed, means experts. But in India nowadays, we can see Ministry of External Affairs. He is an expert. He is not a politician, but he became Minister of External Affairs. But most of the people will be politicians in India. President and his secretary is not responsible to Congress and neither possess membership nor attend its sessions. President cannot dissolve the House of Representatives, lower house of the Commons. Yes. Means what does it mean? Whereas in Parliament, the Council of Ministers, they can dissolve the Parliament. Lok Sabha. I am dissolving the Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha will come to an end. But in the presidential form of government, he cannot dissolve the House of People. Why? Because he is not member of the House of People, but in Parliament, he is a member of the House of People and he is accountable to them, and the majority of the members belongs to his party, so he will dissolve, then the Lok Sabha will be dissolved. Minute difference you have to understand. So what is the work you have to do, Okay, what are the presidential form of governments in India? What are the parliamentary form of governments in India? Not a big list, important countries. Like Brazil, South Africa, and Russia, in Asian, China, Australia, European countries, some of the famous countries, what is their form, whether it is presidential form or parliamentarian form. What are the features of parliamentary government? Nominal and real executive. Nominal executive, you know, president, he is also called as head of the state. De jure executive or titular executive, head of the state. De jure means titular. Prime Minister, real executive, de facto executive, head of the government. Head of the real executive is what? Prime Minister, real executive. Article 74 provides for a council of ministers headed by the Prime Minister to aid and advise the President in the exercise of his functions. The advice so tendered is binding on the President. The advice which is tendered by the council of ministers headed by the Prime Minister is binding on the President. So, President is nominal. Majority party rule. Who is having majority number of MPs? Who is having majority number of MPs in the Lok Sabha? That particular party will be in power and they will choose one member from those party to become the Prime Minister. Majority party rule. President appoints the leader of majority winning party as Prime Minister and other ministers with the advice of the... Again, ministers are appointed by the Prime Minister. Not on the discretion of the President. President will choose the single majority party who is having the majority. From those, he will choose one person as the Prime Minister. Or sometimes the people themselves will tell them, MPs themselves will tell that he is a Prime Ministerial candidate. But Council of Ministers will be appointed by the President on the advice of the Prime Minister exclusively. When no single party gets majority, a coalition parties may be invited by President to form the government. If there is no majority, then coalition will form. Collective responsibility. Collective responsibility. Total council of ministers will be responsible for all the decisions which they made. Collective responsibility. Total council of ministers are responsible. There only president is responsible. Here collective responsibility. There individual responsibility. Here collective responsibility. Bedrock principle of parliamentary government is collective responsibility. Ministers are collectively responsible to Parliament in general and Lok Sabha in particular. The principle of collective responsibility implies that the Lok Sabha can remove the ministry from office by passing a vote of no confidence. Yes. The principle of collective responsibility implies that the Lok Sabha can remove the ministry from office by passing vote of no confidence. Yes. Political homogeneity. Yes, the party will be having a political homogeneity like present BJP government, a one form. A Hindutva like type of. Whereas if it is Congress, one type of. If it is Communist Party of India, CPI, then it's a homogeneous. Their ideas will be homogeneous. Their ideas will be homogeneous. Political homogeneity. The government will be politically homogeneous. Members of the Council of Ministers belong to same political party and hence they share the same political ideology. Political ideology. In case of coalition government, the ministers are bound by consensus. But if it is coalition government, Congress and Communist, they have to bond by the same ideology. Slowly you have to read, You should not think that, here only the negative marking will come. Slowly, you have to understand, you have to wait, you have to sink it. While reading, we think that this is very easy. Mistakes will happen here only. We have to wait, we have to read, we have to understand, it should sink. Then you will get the exact conceptual clarity. Polity, the biggest thing of polity is negative marking. We will think, we know, we will go in a hurry and we will darken the circle, we will get negative mark. Double membership. The ministers are members of both the legislature and the executive. He will be the member of the legislature as well as he will be the member of the executive. Cannot be minister without being a member of the parliament. For 6 months he can be, but within 6 months he need to become the member of the legislature, then only he can continue the executive. Constitution stipulates that a minister who is not a member of the parliament for a period of 6 consecutive months ceases to be a minister. Yes, without being a member of legislature for 6 months he can be a executive. If not, he will be discontinued from the post of council of ministers. Leadership of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister is the leader of Council of Ministers. Dissolution of the Lok Sabha. President can dissolve the Parliament on recommendation of the Prime Minister, not at the discretion of the President, on the recommendation of the Prime Minister. Secrecy. Yes, ministers will have oath of secrecy. Compulsory they have to maintain some secrecy with respect to defense, with respect to national security, with respect to cabinet meetings, with respect to policy decisions. Secrecy need to be maintained. That is also one of the feature. The ministers operate on the principle of secrecy of procedure and cannot divulge information about their proceedings, policies and decisions. An oath of secrecy of ministers before entering their office is administered by the President. Oath of secrecy is important. If it's an issue of national security, if an issue of defense, if an issue of intelligence, secrecy need to be also maintained. So I made a proper comparison. This is parliamentary and this is presidential. This is parliamentary and this is presidential. I will send this into your groups, this material. Comparison. Comparison between parliamentary and presidential form. Merits, demerits, merits, demerits. If there is a question in your mains, like this, you make a table. What are the merits? What are the merits? What are the demerits? What are the demerits of the presidential, parliamentarian and presidential system? This is just a classification, just a comparison. This is what merit of parliament, demerit of parliament, merit of presidential, demerit of presidential. You will be very clear. Oh, these are the merits of parliamentary system. What? Harmony between the legislature and executive. There will be harmony. Here what? There will not be any harmony. The president will be independent and the legislature will be independent. Both are different bodies. Demerits, unstable government. We don't know when they will go for no confidence motion, but here stable government. Advantage is stable government. Compare here like this. Unstable government, stable government. No continuity of policies. Why? Because governments will be changing. Definiteness in policies. Again, separation of power. Based on separation of power. Proper separation of powers will be there. Executive, legislature and judiciary. But in India, there is a concept of separation of power, but again we are intertwined. There is checks and balances on one organ onto the other organ onto the other organ of the state. Harmony between the legislature and executive, conflict between the legislature and executive. Responsible government, non-responsible government, prevents despotism, may lead to autocracy. Wider representation, narrow representation. Wider representation, why? In Council of Ministers, people's representatives, MPs will be acting like Council of Ministers, wider representation. Here, President will appoint only those people whom he thinks are knowledgeable or whom he thinks suitable. So, only narrower representation will be there. Merits and demerits. Unitary and federal features next. What is unitary? What is unitary? China is a unitary country. America is the best example of federal. India is also not 100% federal. China is a unitary, whereas USA is the best example of federal. On the basis of relationship between the national government and regional government, government can be classified as unitary and federal. Unitary means centralized. Centralized, everything is centralized, unitary. Federal means some powers are devolved. There is division of power. There is division of power between the center and the state. Federal form of government. The federal government is one in which powers are divided between the national government and the regional governments. Again, only the federal means again up to only regional governments, not local self-government. Local self-government is decentralization of power. Federalism means only central, regional. A central government and regional government. Local self-government is not called as, Panchayati Raj is not called as federal feature. It's only the regional governments, means state governments or provincial governments, central governments. A federal government is in one which powers are divided between the national government and the state governments by the constitution, and both operate in their respective jurisdictions independently. Like US, Switzerland, Australia, these are federal form of governments. Canada, Russia, Brazil, Argentina and so on have federal model of government. You see, India is not there. India is quasi-federal. India is quasi-federal. It seems to be federal, it is not federal. It seems to be, again, whether it is unitary, no, it seems to be unitary, but it is not unitary. Quasi-federal. Not 100% federal, not 100% unitary. Unitary form of government. A unitary state is a state governed as a single power in which the central government is ultimate supreme, and any administrative divisions, subnational units exercise only powers that the central government chooses to delegate. The central government chooses to delegate. Unitary form of government. Unitary form of government. The majority of states in the world have a unitary system of government. Of the 193 UN member states, 160 of them are governed as unitary states. Most of them are everything is centralized. Most of the countries are unitary. So prelims. In the world, most of the countries are what? Unitary, federal, quasi-federal, none of the above. Unitary. Countries like Britain, France, Japan, China, Italy, Belgium, Norway, Sweden, Spain have a unitary government. Unitary form of government, whereas this is federal form of government. Again, difference, proper difference. Federal government, unitary government. Dual governments will be there. Central and state. National government and regional government. Single government will be there. That is a national government which may create regional governments. But the regional governments will be under the control of the central government. They are not autonomous. They are not independent. Again, they will be under the control of the central government, federal. Federal, 100% written. Whereas, unitary constitution may be written like France, can be unwritten like Britain. Again, one more thing I will tell you. Unwritten means, it doesn't mean that it is not written. All the parliamentary laws are equal to the constitutional principles. So, the laws which are made by the parliament in the Britain are seen as the constitutional status. Hence, it is called as unwritten. So it is not clearly fixed in a book. It is not really, it is fixed in a book like constitution. So all the parliamentary laws are having the constitutional status. So because it is not made in the form of a book, it is called as unwritten. It is, but parliamentary laws itself are having the constitutional status. An important status. Division of powers between the national and state. No division of powers, unitary. Everything is centralized. Supremacy of the constitution. Constitution may be supreme like Japan or may not be supreme like Britain. Why? Because there is no constitution only. Rigid constitution. Constitution may be rigid like France or flexible. Why? Because in some books it is fixed. No. Some constitutions are rigid like France. Some constitutions are flexible like Britain. Accurately, precisely we need to know. Independent judiciary, where? In federal government. That's why the state and the provincial governments are protected. Judiciary may be independent or may not be independent. Yes. Federal government, bicameral legislatures will be present, like Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, or else House of People and Senate. Whereas unitary legislature may be bicameral or unicameral like China. But most of the federal governments are having two houses. Most of the federal countries are having two houses. So, bicameral. One will be the people's representative, other will be the state's representative. So bicameral. Here there is no requirement of state's representatives. Why? Because it is already unitary government. Direct democracy and representative democracy. Direct democracy. People will be electing directly. In direct democracy, all adult population remaining present in the form of assembly takes part in the decision making and exercise of power. It does not delegate its powers to any other person or representative. Ancient Greek city-states had direct democracy. Ancient. In modern times, only some cantons of Switzerland have such direct popular assembly known as Landsgemeinde, the language of Switzerland. In cantons of Switzerland, in some of the cantons of Switzerland, direct democracy is there. Sir, what are the examples of direct democracy? Can you tell me? Referendum, initiative, recall, plebiscite. Referendum, initiative, recall, plebiscite. What is referendum? What is initiative? What is recall? What is plebiscite? Referendum. Simple word you have to remember. Referendum. Direct democracy example. Referendum. Important issues, policies or decisions such as amendment of the constitution, rendering opinion by the people can be compulsory or voluntary. I can directly ask the opinion of the people. Referendum. Mainly with respect to what? Important issues, policy decisions. Important issues and policy decisions, I can ask the opinion of the people. It is called as referendum. Initiative. People will take the initiative. People or certain portion of the citizenry can take initiative to get certain law of its choice. People will take the initiative. We want this law, like transgender law. We want a law for sports empowerment in India. The people itself will take the initiative for some laws, for some policies, initiative. In the countries where the population is more, some citizenaries like NGOs, they will take the initiatives. They will ask the government, they will force the government initiative. The government should follow it. Recall. The people can recall. He is not working properly. Remove the MP, remove the minister, remove the prime minister, remove the president. Recall, remove. The people of constituency by their majority can ask the legislature to send back their representative and thus cancel his membership. Recall. Plebiscite indicates that people are directly mainly of political importance. Like what? Some people ask for plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. So if the people ask for a separate country, give them. For some of the most important political matters, we will be calling it plebiscite. Sir, you can ask me, sir, what is the difference between the plebiscite and a referendum? Plebiscite for politically important, like division of the country. A referendum means important policies, important schemes, important decisions, which might not be political, but plebiscite exclusively political. Initiative, recall, removal. Indirect democracy, India. It is also called as representative democracy. India is called as a representative democracy, indirect democracy. In this form of democracy, people, instead of directly taking any part in government, so do by through the elected representatives. I will do by my MP, you will do by your MP. Crores of people of country cannot assemble at one particular parliament, so we will send our representative there. There the policies will be made, there the legislations will be made. Now all adults, universal adult franchise elect their representative at regular intervals. Indirect democracy too has many forms: parliamentary form, presidential form, unitary form, federal form. These all forms will be there. There are many fixed forms of indirect democracy. Yes. Monarchical, democratic. Monarchical, democratic. Just what is the difference between the monarchy, the difference between the democracy? If you are doing writing practice, most of the students will ask me, sir, I want to do writing practice. How I have to do? Simple. First you write about the simple answers like what is democracy, what is secularism, what is federalism, what is republicanism. In that way, write one paragraph, one page. You will understand how easy you are writing. Show to nearby senior or nearby teacher. Sir, I wrote about democracy, I wrote about the parliamentary form of government, I wrote about the presidential form of government. Get it checked. Like that, you have to start your answer writing practice. Then you have to go deeper. What is the difference between the parliamentary form of government and presidential form of government? Then you have to go deeper. What are the merits and demerits of parliamentary form of government and presidential form of government? Fourth stage, you have to take the previous year question of UPSC and you have to write. In that way, stage by stage, you will be improving your answers. Phenomenon, the architecture of educational system, a rationalist, how to do education, phenomenon. He also told the same. The writing practice or the education, it should go on stage after stage after stage. Suddenly you cannot take a previous year question and you can write. You are a beginner, no? You are a starter, no? You can directly, you cannot take a previous year question and you can write an answer. You have to go in a stage by stage approach. So in this way, you can write the difference between the monarchy and democracy. I will send this into the group, just differences. So now we will go into the MCQs. So for some of the major differences are when a country is ruled by the kings, monarch. When a country is ruled by the government who are elected by the people, democracy. By the kings, by the elected representatives. No accountability to the people. Yes, no accountability to the people. Kim Jong-un, he is called as president, but indirectly is a king only. North Korea, elected representatives are accountable to the people. Elections. People do not have the power to remove the kings and queens. People have the power to remove the government by elections. They will vote. In this way, difference between the monarchy and the democracy. We will do some MCQs, previous year's MCQs. How you are solving, we will think. Previous years are there, expected are there. Number 1. In a federal system of government, there must be a written constitution, an independent judiciary, a bicameral legislature, local governments. Yes, tell me the answer. A or B or C. In a federal system of government, there must be what? Whether there should be a written constitution, whether there should be independent judiciary, whether there should be a bicameral legislature, whether there should be local government. Now only I told you, local governments are not called as federal feature. Local government is just decentralization of the government for grassroots level democracy. It's not federal. Written constitution, independent judiciary, bicameral legislature. We will think all of the above. No, it is 1, 2 and 3. Very good. Because written constitution, independent judiciary and bicameral legislature falls under the features of federal feature. Local government is never the feature of. Number 2. Consider the following statements. In the unitary model of government, there cannot be more than one level of government. In the unitary model of government, there cannot be more than one level of government. In federal model of government, each tier of government's existence and authority is constitutionally determined. Yes, in federal model of government, the constituent units are not subordinate to the central authority. Choose the answer. Think. Yes. See, in the unitary model of government, there cannot be more than one. No. There can be one level. Japan is unitary, but it had cantons. There can be, but the power will be exercised by the central government. There can be. In the unitary model of government, there cannot be. No. There can be more than one level of government. There can be. So, elimination. No need to waste the time. The answer is 2 and 3. If you know one sentence accurately, your time will be saved. In federal model of government, each tier of government's existence and authority is constitutionally determined. Yes, federal feature means will be present in the constitution. Schedule 7 of the constitution. Constitution will fix so that the government will not become unitary in nature. In a federal model of government, the constituent units are not subordinate to the central authority. In the federal model of government, the constituent units are not subordinate. Yes, they are independent, they are autonomous. So 2 and 3. Answer is this. Federations are contrasted with unitary. Under the unitary system, whether there is only one level of government or the subunits are subordinate. Yes, subunits will be there, but they will be subordinate to the unitary. The central government can pass an order to the provincial or the local government. Next question. Consider the following statements. From NCERT I took. I will be covering the NCERTs also. I will be sending into the groups NCERT books, PPTs which I made, PDFs, exam oriented. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 5 classes I will be sending. That is enough. NCERT completed polity. I will be sending now after the class. See, this is taken from NCERT books. Sri Lanka is a federation because the country is divided into provinces. A country can no longer remain a federation if some powers of the states have been devolved to the local government bodies. A country can no longer remain a federation if some powers of the states have been devolved to the local government bodies. Sri Lanka is a federation because the country is divided into provinces. Answer. Very good. D. Yes, very good. Most of the students are giving D. Very nice. Yes. Sri Lanka is a federation because the country is divided. No, Sri Lanka is the best example of unitary. Rajapaksa made it unitary, purely unitary. It will have provinces, but those provinces will be subordinate to the central government at Colombo. A country can no longer remain a federation if some powers of the states have been devolved. No, we can devolve it, but still we can have the federation. Like India. We are giving some powers to the Panchayat Raj institutions, we are giving some powers to the municipal bodies, but still we are federal. Answer is none. NCERT question. You make a list, some of the famous Indian borders, Indian bordering countries and important countries, what are unitary, what are federal, what are quasi-federal. A country cannot be federal just because it has several provisions. Even Britain has provinces, for that matter, Britain is not federal. Next question. Which of the following practice federalism? Which of the following practice federalism? Yes. Some countries you have to remember, I told you. Federal, unitary. Why? Because we divided the syllabus. I told you I want your 3 hours of time now. So make within 20 minutes, 15 minutes. What are the unitary? What are the federals? What are quasi-federals? Answer. All of the above. All of the above countries practice federalism. Yes, Pakistan is federal, Russia is federal and Brazil is federal. Pakistan is federal. Next question. The Constitution of India provides for federal system of government. Consider the following statements. The Constitution of India provides for federal system of government. Consider the following statements. The states are merely agents of the central government. The states draw their authority from the Constitution. Yes, think about it. The Constitution of India provides for federal system of government. Consider the following. The states are merely agents of the central government. The states draw their authority from the Constitution. The Constitution of India provides for federal system of government. Consider the following. Answer? Very good. 2 only. The states draw their authority from the Constitution. Who gave the power to the states? Constitution gave, not the central government. State is not the agent of the central government. Only 2. Under federalism, the states are not merely agents of the federal government, but draw their authority from the Constitution as well. They will draw from Constitution. Yes, in India, all the bodies are drawing from the Constitution. Constitution is the basic in India. Next. Federalism is a key feature of the Indian Constitution. Which of the following statements is incorrect? Go through it. Yes, what is the answer? C. Very good. See, since the state governments are autonomous political units, the central government cannot, no, can. We have to be very careful with this cannot, only, but, incorrect. Enforce any order on them. In emergency, they can enforce. C. At an emergency time, the central government can enforce on state government. A presidential rule, they can enforce on the, which happened in 1975 to 77, national emergency. Yes. About the unitary model of government. See the question. Yes. Seventh question. The constitution may or may not be the supreme, not in the case of Britain. This is lot of the students made wrong. See, in a unitary model of government, the constitution of the nation is always supreme. But there are unitary countries. See, single exception also not allowed. Single exception is also not allowed. Answer should be 100% correct. In a unitary model of government, the constitution of the nation is always supreme. Britain is having a unitary system, but it doesn't have the constitution. Wrong. Legislatures are not bicameral in such a model as all the power is vested in the central. No. In Britain, legislature is bicameral, but it is not as powerful as the lower house because all the power is technically vested in the central government. So one single exception also we should not leave. Britain, just remember, unwritten constitution, Britain. Next. Which of the following possibilities can be found in a parliamentary democracy? Which of the following possibilities, again this is very important. Possibilities. When the word possibility is there means nearby, not accurate. Yes, give me the answer. Which of the following possibilities can be found in a parliamentary democracy? So confused. We will go to the options. 1 and 3. Why? C. President can be head of the government. We are talking about parliamentary democracy. We are talking about parliamentary democracy. So 2, all of the above. Statement 1 and 2, parliamentary democracy can be monarchy where head of the government is hereditary position, republic that has elected head of state. One of the features of the parliamentary democracy is majority party rule. Prime Minister is a leader chosen by party that he is a majority support in the parliament. Yes. Next, the essence of the president. The essence of the presidential system of government is that in such a system. The essence of the presidential system of the government is that in such a system, legislative, executive and judicial powers of the government are separated and vested in the 3 independent organs of the government. The essence of the presidential system of government is that in such a system, legislative, executive and judicial powers of the government are separated and vested in the 3 independent organs of the government. President is elected directly by the people. Chance, if chance is there, we have to leave. It has written a rigid constitution. The Supreme Court has the power of judicial review. The essence means most important. Essence means the most important presidential system of the government is that A. Legislative, executive and judicial powers of the government are separated and vested in the 3 independent organs of the government. The doctrine of separation of powers is basis of the American presidential system. Montesquieu is the person who discussed about the separation of powers. The president is elected by an electoral college for a fixed tenure, hence option B is wrong. C and D are those in parliamentary system also. Yes, essence means most important aspect. The most important aspect in presidential form is separation of powers. President is elected directly by the people. Essence, compulsory. Sometime president is elected by electoral college, not by the people. Essence means compulsory, primarily. It has written a rigid constitution. Sometimes there is no written constitutions. The Supreme Court has the power of judicial review. It is not the essence. But what is the most important essence is separation of powers. The last question. Even though the Indian parliamentary system is largely based on the British pattern, there are some fundamental differences between the two. Even though the Indian parliamentary system is largely based on the British pattern, there are some fundamental differences between the two. The Indian parliament is a sovereign body unlike the British parliament, which is subordinate to its constitution. The Indian parliament is a sovereign body unlike the British parliament, which is subordinate to its constitution. Very good question this is. Which of the following are correct? The Indian state is a republic where the head of the state is elected, unlike the British states, which is a monarchy with a hereditary head of the state. Yes, what is the answer? 2 is the answer. The Indian parliament is sovereign body, not Indian parliament, Indian constitution, whereas British parliament is sovereign. In India, sovereign is constitution. In Britain, the sovereign is parliament. Ulta. The Indian state is a republic where the head of the state is elected, president is elected in India, but in Britain it is hereditary. 2 only. So in this way, we will be